great day. Bye.
You bet.
Let's start with FEMA and this EBS. So, so here, from the horse's mouth, right? This is an article that was published August 3rd this year. It says, FEMA and FCC plan nationwide emergency tests for October 4th. Now, nationwide tests like this are nothing new. They've done this. I mean, even in small towns, you hear like they're testing sirens every week and whatnot. So what they say here is they say that basically,
I think that is new and different, though.
Well,
I think this one is different.
Okay, so how is this? Go ahead. Well, it looks like in the past they've done tests of
one at a time. I don't know that. In fact, I'm certain the reason they're doing this is because they are testing the entire system in every state, including Hawaii and Alaska, at the exact same moment on not just your cell phone, but on every device. It's multiple frequencies all at the same time anywhere. They're effectively making it inescapable. You cannot opt out of this test. That's what they're doing all at the same time. It wasn't just town by town. This is everybody.
I see. So
that's different.
Yeah. So I guess all TVs, radios, and cell phones. So basically any way of communicating. Okay, you're right. Because I know they've had certain, maybe you get a certain text message at one point, or the TV stations have an emergency broadcast and all the TV. But you're right. I mean, this is basically every
deal.
way of them, to communicate. They're doing
every device
all at once, and it's
no opting out. Sorry, Seth, but let me tell you this.
Yeah.
We've got whistleblowers, including a FEMA one, who said, look, they've already done this test in other countries. I was there. You can't opt out. You turn your device off. It doesn't matter. It's still going to go off. Incredible. Some people had them in Faraday cages, and they still went off. What does that mean? Well, a Faraday cage blocks out microwave signals, but it doesn't block out all the signals. So what that means is that this is a very broad spectrum of signals that is being sent, and it makes sense. If you've got a 2G phone, you got a 5G phone, those are different frequencies. 2nd generation to 5th generation are different frequencies with different lengths. And if they're able to reach your TV, your AM, your FM radio, your cell phone, your iPad, that is a broad range of frequencies all at the same time. So that's the concerning part. What do these frequencies do, and why are they doing this all at one time everywhere? And yet there's more. We're only going to hear a few seconds of it. They're going to continue the test for a couple of hours. What that means is these frequencies are going to happen. We're not even going to know it's going to happen if they wouldn't have told us. Why?
Good point. So I've got so many questions, but I'm going to play the video to help kind of frame it. There's a video that was Jason Shirka put out, which then Greg Reese featured in his recent Reese report. So we'll play this really quickly. It's about a little over a minute. But this is where I think that a lot of the discussion around this has stemmed. So let me go and hit play on this.
I was asked to share the following message with the world. Remember, I'm only the messenger. What you choose to do with this information is up to you and your own free will. On October 4th at 2:22 p.m. Eastern Time, the emergency broadcast system will be activated across the entire United States under the leadership of FEMA, disguised as a test. However, this test will be used to send a specific high-frequency signal through devices like smartphones, radios, and TVs with the intention of activating graphene oxide and other nanoparticles that have been inserted into billions of human beings around the world through the obvious mediums. Everyone will be affected regardless of your status. The plan is to also do this in Israel at the same exact time. There are certain organizations that are doing their best to stop this in both Israel and the United States. Hopefully, they will be able to stop this. And stopping this in Israel looks promising, but stopping this in the United States is still up in the air. This will also include Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and Alaska. If the October 4th date does not occur for any reason, the backup plan will be to do it on October 11th at the same time. In the case that this is not able to be stopped, I ask you all to shut off your phones and all other relevant devices at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for a period of 2 hours to be safe. This type of wavelength can affect us physically, mentally, and emotionally. I urge you all to protect yourself, and I ask you all to share this video far and wide.